stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one WAVE-X39 patch is placed anywhere on the body each day. Instead of older and less effective stem cells, X39 supports the production of younger and healthier stem cells. And the best part? X39 is safe, non-invasive, and incredibly cost-effective.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Wonderful. We're all good.
Well, I'm thankful to have all you guys here. I want to say thank you to Bhimi for introducing me to this wonderful product. Did I say your name right?
Bhimi.
Bhimi. Sorry, Bhimi. So I've been wearing my X39 patch, and the last couple of days I've been doing the S36. I've been doing both of them. So I wear one on my inner calf, and then I wear the X39 on the back there. And it was a very interesting experience. I really didn't know how to describe it when I first tried it, because I felt like felt like waves of energy kind of moving like through me, like magnetic or something like that. I wasn't really sure what to call it, and that's when I realized that's why you call it life wave.
Yeah, because it's full. It's light frequency, so it's really turning your body on.
Yeah, it feels like that. I was trying to figure out how to describe how I felt, because I was already kind of like in this health and wellness kind of movement. It just accelerated everything. I really don't, I mean, in terms of inflammation, I mean, a lot of that stuff, I don't even feel really anything. And I just felt younger. I don't know if that makes any sense. Is that what other people report?
Well, it's interesting that you say that, and you'll hear from some of the people today. The science and the technology of how this works activates your body to actually go into age reversal, because that's what stem cells do. They rejuvenate. So as quickly as you're feeling it, your body is starting to feel that more aliveness and more turned on. And so, yeah, that's what you're feeling.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And I even had somebody who's close to me say, man, are you using that patch? Because I can tell when you're on that patch. I can tell, you know what I mean? Because I think it definitely helps with the sharpness of the mind. Like I said, everything that I had kind of going on already, it seemed to just enhance it really quickly. And as the days progress, it's gotten much more powerful, I think, as the days progress.
And you've only been on it a short time, right?
Yeah, about a week now, about maybe 5 or 6 days.
Yeah, when you start wearing it, it immediately starts to reset over 4,000 genes in your body.
Yeah.
So, genes that have to do with alertness and sleep and energetics and really being more mentally focused, all kinds of, these are kind of the normal things that start to happen, because we don't even realize that we're not at full tilt, because we're so used to being not at our best.
Right.
We don't even know what our best is sometimes.
So you guys have the patent on this technology, because nobody out there has anything close to this.
Absolutely. We have a 20-year patent. We are the only one in the whole world that has an energetic patch that uses frequencies that turn the body on to make younger stem cells. There is no competition.
Wow. Well, I mean, I'm really interested to hear some of the other testimonies from people who've been using it a little longer. Like I said, I mean, I noticed an immediate difference, especially like in my joints and my muscles. And just overall, I mean, it's like, I would say, the first one I took was at night, about 8 o'clock at night. The next morning, when I put the second one on, I felt like I was like digital or something. I don't know if I felt like I was like an energy being or something. I don't know.
Well, you nailed it, because we really are energy beings. if you look at what we are, we're light and frequency. So when you use a newer technology like this, that is, really the futuristic of healthcare, and you put something on that is what you are, it just accelerates and uplifts what, the body's ability to become and work at a higher level. So those joints, pains, it helps to take inflammation away, which I know inflammation is one of the #1 causes of disease. So once that starts to diminish, so many changes start to happen.
Well, let me tell you what I noticed, because I have a really bad injury here. I had rotator cuff surgery done years ago, and I had about 2, maybe 3 surgeries, and not good, and developed some osteoarthritis in there. It was just, I haven't felt anything. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I was already kind of like on my health kick, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm on a whole nother level. I feel younger since I started taking.
I know, and this is just in a week, and this becomes cumulative, because the body, every day that you wear a patch, the body is generating new stem cells. And then at night, when you take it off, your body goes into repair. So that, we call it age reversal, and you're getting the effects very quickly, because the body responds. See, the body's getting the right communication. And when the cells get the communication, then they know what to do. And these are younger stem cells. So the body's like rocking and rolling.
Yeah. So I'm really interested to hear some of the other testimonies from people who've been doing it a little longer.
Yeah.
Who do we have with us today?
We have Patricia Conti Nelson. And believe it or not, this woman is over 80 years old.
Wow, God bless you. You look good. You look great. God bless you.
And the important thing is I feel good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I can tell you right off the bat, I could relate to what you said about osteoarthritis. I had a car accident many, many years ago.
Okay.
We got hit in the back by a milk truck. And so I got whiplash really, really bad. And for years, I've been in chiropractic care, because if I don't get adjusted every month, what happens is I can't turn my neck at all. So I've had to be adjusted all the time. Now, I've been on the patch for 3.5 months. I have not had a chiropractic appointment all that time, because what's happened is the inflammation that was there causing the arthritis has disappeared. So I don't have any neck pain anymore, which is absolutely astounding to me. And my husband, who is sitting right behind me, I called him and said, "Come back quick. I want you to be here backing me up." He and I walk every single day. I walk 3 miles, he walks a mile and a half. And he was starting not to want to walk because his feet and his calves were starting to feel very tight, really tight. And he said, "I can't walk." He said, "I'm not going to do it." He said, "Why should I do it? And it'll get worse." So that was when Bhimi came into the picture 3.5 months ago. And she and I met in the most divine, incredible way that you'd ever want to know. And it was not a coincidence. It was, I had prayed. I said, "Dear God, I want my husband to be able to keep walking." He's 82. And if he can't walk, he's going to fall apart. So within 2 days, he shows up, introduces me to the patches. We start wearing them. I was back to walking a mile and a half. Within 3 weeks, he was out there walking again.
Right.
It was amazing. And my skin is really good. My hair is darker and it's thicker.
I noticed that too. The hair.
Yes.
The hair seems like it's growing in a little fuller too.
Yeah.
That's really something. Yeah, I noticed that.
My hair was falling out. Like when I was washing my hair, and I have all these gobs of hair in my hand.
Yep.
No more.
Yep, I definitely noticed that. I noticed that just that fast. It was very noticeable.
And the brain fog. At 80 years old, I thought I was going to be retired. I'm not retired anymore. I am fully involved with this. And I get phone calls all the time from people.
Well, we talk a lot about, how the pharmaceutical industry got hell to pay for all of the shit that they've done. And but these new industries that's coming, like LifeWave and other industries. Many of these industries, you know, they heavily regulate. They don't want the people to get stuff like this. But in the future, you know, this stuff is going to be readily available, and it's going to be much more popular because there's not going to be so many regulations. And I really believe that we're going to see the lifespan really increase significantly. I think we're going to see the human lifespan expand, maybe even double, possibly. You never know, 50%, something like that.
You know, that's interesting because our CEO and inventor has actually talked exactly about that, that his goal with this patch, and there'll be some more coming out.
Yeah, that's what I'm really interested in too. I'm interested in seeing the second generation of this technology with the help of the feedback of all of us and how everything, how this technology evolves as well.
Yeah, so he's all about living longer. He says, you know, 200-300 years is nothing. If the body can regenerate, why not? It's only the body aging that causes us to die away.
I'm glad I stayed alive long enough to use these, so I didn't die at 80. My father died at 58. My mother died at 64. So my longevity isn't exactly wonderful. However, I did manage because of all the health strategies I use, walking and all kinds of good stuff, to stay alive, to actually start using the X39. And now my age is reversing. I'm going the other way. I'm not in my 80s anymore. I'm going through 70s on the way to 60.
Right. Okay. So we have another testimonial.
Yes, we have Barbara, and she is in Mexico.
Okay. Hello, Barbara.
Barbara, I hope she can hear us. Barbara, can you hear us?
I'm so noisy. Yeah, yes.
Okay.
I can hear you. Yes.
Yes, we
can you hear me
now.
Can you hear me?
I hear you good.
Can you hear me? I am in a I'm in a large parking garage. I've been in line to get my Pfizer vaccine since 7:30 this morning. I'm finally getting up to the front, but I took a break and someone is holding my place for this. So I'm 73 years old. I have suffered from end-stage arthritis in both of my ankles, and I spent 4 years ago, I was not walking very much. I was on 8 leave a day, and I'm a traveler. I wasn't traveling. I was totally depressed, and the only hope was expensive stem cell injections, which I gathered my money, and I spent a large fortune on going offshore to some degree. But when I came down to Mexico in March, I would say my pain was at about a 3.5 out of 10. Before that, it was at a 12 out of 10. And somebody turned me on to the patches in August and said, "You like stem cells. Do you want to try these patches?" And I said, "Sure, I'll give it a 3-month commitment. What the heck?" Can you hear me okay?
No, we hear you good.
Okay. So I started the X39, and I didn't know what I was going to get. But on the 5th day, I noticed that my pain level had dropped from about a 3.5 to about a 2.75. And I said, well, I'm grateful. Anything I get, I'm grateful. About 3.5 weeks into just using the X39, the pain dropped to about a 2. And I'm on the patches now since August, so 7 months. And my pain is about a 1. It is not the story of my life. My ankles are not the story of my life anymore. I like to say it's just a footnote. My acupuncturist from the States was so impressed that she is now distributing this stuff. She said, "I have to know about this if that's what it's done for your ankles." I have my son's fiance is on this, and it's been remarkable for her. She's gotten off of her Adderall, her ADD meds, off of her Prozac, got rid of her mental fog, The warts on her hands disappeared. Her toenail fungus has grown out, and she had an ovarian cyst on her left ovary that every other month used to give her a lot of pain. It's gone.
Wow.
So this stuff does different things for every body. Um, I have
Thank
to
you.
say, early January, I was trying to cut a tomato, holding it in my left hand with a very sharp serrated knife, no cutting board, and I cut right through the tomato into the second joint, the second part of my finger between my first and second joint. It bled like crazy. Next day, it started festering and pulsing. And I really didn't know what to do. I had no ointment or anything with me. What I did before PM is I carnosine patch on it, which is a healing wound. And I left it on. I left it on night and into the next afternoon. And when I peeled it off, the wound was closed. It let's see, what else shall I tell you? The Alavita is my new favorite patch. It's a patch that stimulates the pineal gland, the third eye, and I put it here, and my sleeping has gone from a good 6 hours to a better 7.5 hours. And when I peeled the patch off, I noticed that the wrinkles on my forehead were gone. It was like getting a Botox shot. So I was so excited that I started cutting the Alavita in half and pasting it here or here or here or here. And I couldn't wait to get up in the morning and see how my wrinkles had disappeared. It's fabulous. Everyone I
Right.
know is now on this patch.
Right. So, this is encouragement because, I think people for a long time felt like there was nothing that they can do about many of these things that we suffer from. And we've been dealt somewhat of a raw deal from the pharmaceuticals and the government. And so it's nice to have things that really correct. So thank you for sharing this technology with me. I encourage the people to go ahead and hit the link in the description box if you would like to experience the LifeWave technology, stem cell activation technology, and join us with your testimony. I'm still in the early stages, but I definitely know it's working and it's doing something, and what it's doing is good. I like it. And I'm anxious to see what it's going to do in the next couple of months. So I'm taking it twice a day. And but you definitely got me sold. I like it.
This is what it looks like when people get a month's supply, just so they see. It comes in a little cardboard sleeve, is what we call it, like this. And the patch looks just like this. It's wafer thin, and it's so simple. You just peel off the back and you put the patch on.
Yeah. And immediately you feel like a warm sensation. And then it's like this magnetic wave that seems to like flow through your body. And it's really interesting. I struggled to kind of figure out what it was actually doing. So I kept saying it feels like a wave of energy. And then that's when I realized you call it life wave. So that's why I was like, oh, that's where the name comes from. I get it.
Right. There's a video that I think you have on your page somewhere that shows actually how the technology works. Because when you put it on, it sends into the body this frequency and it activates the body to start making stem cells, and it sends this message to the brain and to other parts of the body.
Yeah.
And that's what you're feeling, is that being turned on.
So you guys are in a heck of a position. And I mean, with this, I'm going to let it go. But I mean, having the patent on this technology, I mean, that's a pretty big deal. I mean, you guys are pretty much leading the way on this front, right?
Exactly. I mean, it took about 10 years of development and millions of dollars. David Schmidt, our CEO and inventor, it wasn't like just an overnight thing. He saw the future of regenerative medicine, and he started on this 10 years ago. It only launched 2 years ago, and it's taken the world by storm. I mean, we're in over 100 countries. It's worldwide.
Now, what kind of an industry is this? I mean, you shared a little bit with me, but I mean, a lot of people don't know about this industry, but you said it's pretty big.
Well, everybody wants to be young and feel good, and it's called regenerative science.
That's funny. I didn't even know that, but that's what I felt. That's something.
Yeah, it's regenerative medicine. So people, what people mostly know, if you say, what do you know about stem cells? It's, I'm going to get a shot. It's invasive. You don't know whose stem cells it is. It's coming from the embryo. It's thousands of dollars. And there's a lot of controversy in this industry because it's not really regulated in the US. And there's a lot of corruption. So sometimes people get injections and the stem cells aren't even alive, they're dead. There was a whole documentary done on this. But with this technology, you don't have any of those risks.
Yeah.
All you do is put the patch on and off, and you create your own stem cells.
So how expandable is this technology? I mean, from where we're talking about a personal application, I mean, how far can it go? I mean, as we learn this technology and learn this new knowledge.
Well, right now, this is an overall general patch where the stem cells that are created are called pluripotent. That means they can become any cell in the body. They have the ability, they're intelligent. He made it so that those are the types, because there's different type of stem cells. Some stem cells can only become bone or blood, but the pluripotent can become anything. So people with all kinds of conditions are getting relief and reversals and diminishing of conditions. And in the future, David is going to be creating some that are very specific for certain conditions. He's hinted at it, but he hasn't told us yet.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. So I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm going to definitely share this with the people. I know it's something that's working for people and helping a lot of people out there. And I've for a while now, I've been having the feeling like I want to get involved in the future of health and wellness and technology. I think the people have been really screwed over with the pharmaceuticals and the poisons and the food industry and everything else. I call it the deep state diet. Death in the bottle, death in the plate, death in the bag, death in the cup, death in the bowl, every which way. I mean, they're screwing you one way or another. So it's a blessing when things that are corrective come out. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Oh yeah, this has been great. I'm so happy to be a part of your program and to share this with people, because this really gives people an avenue, a solution, somewhere to go, just like you said, other than the bottle. And
Right.
it's non-invasive and there's no ingredients. So there's no contraindications. If somebody is on medication, it's so easy to use. And so your audience knows there is a risk-free way to try this, because the company gives a money-back guarantee. So people have really nothing to lose.
So money back guarantee. That's a lot of confidence. I believe in that strongly. I mean, if you believe in something, you should be able to back it like that. That's wonderful. Thank you for coming. And if you want to feel younger, if you want that stem cell activation technology, LifeWave, the link is in the description box. Please share your testimony with us so we can, make more people aware of some of the options that are out there. Thank you, Bhimi.
Thank you for having us.
Nice meeting you.
Hi, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
All right. So next week you're gonna come. You're gonna come back. I'm sorry. I hope. So next week you're gonna come back, right?
Yeah, I'm going to come back with new guests and more testimonials, and we're going to rock and roll again.
Yeah. Let's continue to share the testimonies and keep sharing the knowledge and the information with the people. All right. We'll get it out there. Thank you, sister. I salute you.